What is going to come in the GST meeting will also add to the disposable income, and the fact that you have overall inflation rate tracking very low is also putting more purchasing power in the hands of people.
The states have been saying that they are going to face huge revenue loss. And the estimates range from 50,000 crore rupees to almost 2 lakh crore rupees.
I think it is premature to say the states would lose out because they haven't lost out so far.
But one of the things which the government did in the budget was also about this making it easier, like increasing the income tax exemption limit to 12 lakhs. That was quite substantive. So it has been almost like 5 months now. Are you really seeing, because at that point of time it was talked about that it would help consumption, revive consumption.
Yeah.
Are you seeing some signs of that now?
So it is happening in the, we do track real-time data, and of course you might say that two-wheeler, three-wheeler sales are generally on the sluggish side, etc. But if you look at the items of daily consumption, including some discretionary spend, it's actually pretty healthy. And it's good that you pointed out, because that is showing up in the fact that people's advance tax payments are much lower this year. Because of the income tax reduction offered in the budget. And what is going to come in the GST meeting will also add to the disposable income, and the fact that you have overall inflation rate tracking very low is also putting more purchasing power in the hands of people. And we are seeing it, if not necessarily in durable goods purchases, like two-wheelers or cars, etc. We are seeing it in consumption of regular items, non-durable goods, not just essential items, but even discretionary consumption. That has been holding up very, very well. And it is not just a rural India story.
So this GST rate rationalization, you think that would also help increase consumption? That would also help the growth?
Undoubtedly, undoubtedly. The question is whether it will be of a magnitude that will compensate for the export loss is a different matter of calculations, but it will definitely offset and compensate for it.
The states have been saying that they are going to face huge revenue loss. And the estimates range from 50,000 crore rupees to almost 2 lakh crore rupees. How do you address that if they want compensation for that kind of revenue growth? Do you think?
No, first of all, I mean, just 3-4 days ago, we had a very good piece by the former RBI Governor Rangarajan talking about how states have done very well with the new GST regime. So some of their fears have turned out to be misplaced. And we should also remember that in 2021, if we were in the old system, states would not have had any protection whatsoever with the GST collapse that happened. Had they been in the old system when they were collecting their own sales tax revenues, there would have been no backup for them, whereas the 14% guaranteed GST growth gave them the cushion. So I think it is premature to say the states would lose out because they haven't lost out so far, and we are also not accounting for the possibility that the rate reduction can also spur more economic transactions. Which will compensate for the price. It's like price versus volume kind of framework. So I think it will be premature to conclude or say that there's a huge risk of revenue loss for states.
Okay, so you don't think it might be?
I don't think it will be significant enough to cause a huge dent. In fact, there are multiple areas in which states can actually also do more on realizing their own tax revenues, etc.
Correct.